4 years ago, I was inspired by John from the YouTube channel Hounds of Howgate to walk the Cape Wrath Trail. After turning 65 at the end of July 2023, I embarked on my 18-day attempt to join these other intrepid hikers. So join me as I drag my old body over 4x4 tracks, single tracks, pathless tracks, bogs, midges, river crossings and all the weather elements Scotland has to offer. Well, welcome to Cape Wrath Trail and day 14 inside the schoolhouse bothy where we stayed last night. It's a little bothy. There's no fireplace in here, but it seems like when they renovated it, they insulated all the walls and the ceiling, so it actually stays quite warm. I put up a little James Maxwell's genius Scots mathematician as quoted by Einstein on his famous equations which correlate the relationship between the electric field and the magnetic field, which led to the modern world where we are today. Unbelievable guy. Now climbing out from the schoolhouse bothy. Another overcast day. No trails, no rain at the moment. About 4 miles to Oycle Bridge, which would mean a 23-mile hike to get to Inchnadanf Lodge, but we have a section over to climb up. It's possible, but I'm not too sure if I want to push myself too hard today. Because tomorrow, well, if I push myself hard today to get to Inchnadanf Lodge, tomorrow to get to Glencoe is pretty tough. Hardest part is the entire walk seemingly. So I might just take an easier day here today and camp somewhere between the Benmore Lodge and Inchnadanf. Just take a few miles up to the lodge tomorrow, stay there and have a good rest for the following day to get up. Either way, I'm going to start making plans and book the 8 o'clock bus for Saturday morning if I can. So I get to Oycle Bridge, I'm just going to stop at the hotel, see if I get any batteries, AA batteries maybe. If not, see if I can use the toilet facilities, and then also just book ahead. I'm starting to... Did I put a smidge on this morning? Can't remember if I put a smidge on. It's me just walking along this forest road still. Just thought I'd see what it looks like with the camera just stuffed to the top here. Walking. I don't know how good the stabilisation is. This is just the road between probably 1.5 miles to get to Oycle Bridge. I've decided I'm going to book the bus there from Durness. Because what I'm thinking here is that if I book the bus from Durness, I'll give them a note and say if the firing range is closed and I can't get to the lighthouse, then I'll board the bus at Kinlochbervie. But I must be on the Saturday bus to Inverness. Just caught up with Peter here. He had to stop for water. And finally we came out of the forest here. We've got a little bit of a view. Not much yet, we're still in this section of track to Oycle Bridge, less than a mile. But yeah, this whole section from Ullapool to here it's not that pretty. It's just a big boring flat fast track. The only thing about it is the rivers. Look at this, here's electricity cable. This is carrying electricity, this, Peter. That's a freaking electricity cable. How pretty is that though, eh? Beautiful. That'd be lovely to kayak. Yeah, that'd be nice to kayak. It'd be lovely to kayak. Famous Oycle Bridge in sight. The hotel is just through the woods there. That was actually really quick. That was, yeah, 1 hour 20 minutes, exactly what was estimated. Good. So here is, there's actually 3 bridges I believe. One Oycle Bridge. Here. And there's another Oycle Bridge just further round here. And this is a massive hotel. Hard to believe there's no rooms left. I think it's got like 30 odd rooms and a bunkhouse. So it's the height of the actual fishing season, so Everybody's booked it in advance. Met one guy on the walk here from Fife, was in London yesterday, and he booked it 2 months ago. It's crazy. Yeah, there's the other Oikel Bridge. That's the original Oikel Bridge, right here. Let's go and have a look at this. Let's go and see the River Oikel. Look at the picture of the bridge. A bridge from a bridge.
This is the way we go over?
No. No. That's phenomenal. That's absolutely gorgeous. What's that? Who are you barking at? Who are you barking at? That was lovely. That was lovely. Leah was the manager there, I guess, or one of the people who works at the hotel. She was really nice. She sold me 4 AA batteries, which is good. So that's a nice relief. She also let me use the toilets indoor, which is even better. So that was fantastic, getting that done. And I filled my water bottle up, replacing the water I got last night. But I also told them to book the bus from Durness on Saturday, and letting them know that if the firing range was closed, I'd actually board the bus at Kinloch Bervie instead. And I told them I was walking the Cape Wrath Trail. Gave them this cell phone number and my email. So I also phoned up the firing range guys. They only get the notice in advance, about a week. But with the things that's happening in Europe, things might change. But at the moment, there's nothing scheduled for the 1st or 2nd. It's basically the 4th to the 7th. But that could change. However, at least I now know that the lighthouse is good chance it's not going to be the firing range it's going to be on. I said I would verify it when I got to Kinloch Bervie. So that is awesome. So I just need to make sure I get to the lighthouse and I can get the bus on Friday or Thursday. If I get to Inchnadanf today, I could possibly get there. I might be a push to get, it's 20 miles to get into Inchnadanf now. So I can just forget what I've walked so far from Oikel Bridge and start again. So yes, it's now 20 miles though. Basically 2 miles an hour on average. It's 10 hours. Oh, actually that's not too bad. Oh, it's 10:30. Oh no, 10 hours is 8:30 in the evening. Yeah, so that's 8:30 in the evening. It's probably I'm going to get there. I'll have a climb up and through. You can see the radio tower back in the hill up there I was pointing to earlier now. So this is the River Oikel. It's a lovely house up in the hill up here. And the road now should swip around the corner. We should get to Loch Elch, heading towards Benmore Lodge. When I stop and make some of those noodles, I've got a packet left. Those noodles don't give you much energy, but they're so heartwarming. It makes you feel all good inside. But beautiful day for hiking still. I just love this, man. It's just crazy. This beautiful temperature keeps no bugs. Full of flowers. It's cool, isn't it? Very cool. Very cool. Big stop for a rest. He's just walking on, man. There he is, he's had a little respite. He found my seat, so I was going to take a break. Yeah, this is where people camp. Yeah, taking a break. This is where people camp. Okay, I'm just leaving this beautiful spot. This is where some people actually hike. I've seen on the YouTube videos too, and camp here from Oikel Bridge. This is 2 miles from Oiko Bridge, folks. It's like, you know, it's not at Oiko Bridge. I thought it was at Oiko Bridge, but this one's at 2 miles away. Which is a nice little area. I just joined up with Peter again. He was slowed down. He says he got his legs that hurt him a little bit. I just took a little rest there, aired my feet. Going to stop for lunch up at the Loch Ailsh. There's a chamber cairn up here. I'd like to see how far I get. Seemingly they closed the I think they closed the door at 8 o'clock. We just ring the doorbell, somebody will answer it, they told you. So yeah, should get to the Bothy for 9. Hopefully. Not the Bothy, the lodge. So yeah, something's sticking in my back here. To figure out what it is. Anyway, oh, it's quite funny when you stop for a little bit and then you start walking again. Whew, legs, a little bit. Damp socks as well. Okay, let's go. You can have lunch in here. That's nice though. Oh, it's beautiful. You can even sleep in there. I know it's private, but that's fantastic. It smells great. It smells like the old huts I used to have, make myself into buy. Oh, look at this. These people are often after the same effect as me. A beer. There's a table there as well, picnic tables. Yeah, I want to up to this chamber cairn. So yeah, so we're set for tonight. So we'll just take it easy. We now know we're going to get in. So they're expecting us. They'll send out search and rescue if we don't turn up. Right. Now just got to the end of the 4x4 track, thank God. Still in the River Ochil. You see all these little fishing pitches all the way along here. I thought you can actually walk through the forest here instead of this, but this makes a welcome change from that road. It's cool. Beautiful. Beautiful. We just thought we'd stop at this little fisherman's hut, sit inside it, our lunch. This guy's padlocked it. We're just waiting here to see if there's any midges comes out. There's no midget comes out. It'd be great to see the salmon leap up here. I'd hope to see salmon leap. And all these little fishing pitches, I call them pitches, I forgot the actual right term is fishing beats. B-E-A-T. Fishing beats. But yeah, there's some salmon should be jumping up here. See, there was a marker back there saying Cape Wrath Trail and follow the blue markers. So it was for the Cape Wrath Ultra. There actually is a race, believe it or not, for exactly what I'm doing for ultra marathon runners. And I can't remember how long it takes them to do the 230 miles, but it's less than a week. Just join the 4x4 up here. And it's a good track all the way to Loch Ailsh. There we go. Loch Ailsh. And that's us. River Ochil is done. Just came out of the forest track there onto Loch Ailsh. And where I'm going tonight is through there. It's raining up there, but it's fine. What time is it? It's actually it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have 10.5 miles, and I'm over 3 miles an hour on the roads here on the track. So if I can get down to maybe 3 miles on the road before we start climbing, and basically I've got 7 miles of hell coming up. It's a drag, it's pathless, and I can guarantee you it is going to be boggy. Yes, it will be boggy. This is gorgeous. Okay, let's just enjoy the moment, folks. So looking across to Benmore Lodge, the top end of Loch Ailsh. That's beautiful, and Peter just went around the corner up there, so it's about 5 minutes ahead of me. That's a beautiful. So it's quite funny. Who was it that was it Becky? I don't know if it was Becky from Girl Outdoors on YouTube or Sarah from Fit for Adventure. One of the girls thought that place gave her off a bad vibe. Don't know why. I think it was gorgeous. What a beautiful setting. Two lovely horses in the field there below it also. Fantastic. It's a beautiful hunting lodge, eh? A close-up of Benmore Lodge. Quite amazing. I like it. I like it. What a view it's got. Look at that. I'm going over there. Still smiling. Look how gorgeous that is with the cascading river. Fantastic. Now getting back into the country I love. The hills. None of this flat, boring, monotonous 23 miles worth of flat track. Going to go to Pathless here shortly. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Wow. Crazy. Just came through the estate fence there. This estate fence here, probably that's the first the 4 tracks effectively ended. We're going to go into this mountainous track since Ullapool, which is probably 30 miles ago. Crazy. That was a long way. Now, the question is, am I going to go up this glen or this glen? I'm going to have to consult the map because I'm not too sure which glen we're going up. It's pathless for a while, and then just sorry, it's path. We have a path for a while, and then it becomes pathless. But if I look ahead of me, I should see once I get around this corner, there should be a yellow jersey bumping up and down from Peter. Peter's bouncing up and down on the flats here because he's pretty slow on the hills. Not pretty slow, he's very slow on the hills. Let's get up here and take a reading where we are. Now I got a smile on my face. So happy to get rid of all that stupid flat track. This is more like it. This is why you walk the Cape Wrath Trail, folks. You don't come here to walk on all these fast super 4x4 flat tracks. This is what you come to Scotland for. This is what I live for. This is why I would probably come back from Seattle. It's the remoteness of it all. The rain's slightly raining here as it is, but it's very light. I mean, it is light. I mean, I should put some stuff on, but I'm keeping it on at the moment because it's hot. So I'm actually going up through here. I have to ford this river. But look, somebody's put a bridge in. Nice of them. Just walk over to that, I guess. Bit boggy. A bit boggy. It's very boggy. But not as boggy as completely saturating your feet. There we go. I don't remember them saying there was a bridge here. I guess there must have been one a long while ago. Because it's I'll just crossed over here and walk back. See how sugary it is. I think it's fine. Success! Success! Right, we're going up through there. 3:45. The stream crossing. That looks fun, huh? I have to go up over here so I can up. I ain't walking through that. see what we get here. Bad. Yeah. Let's go that one. What's this one? Good. Across here. That was fun. I don't think if that's where that may have been when Neil fell in with Lisa from Thomas Travels. Anyway, I'm going to get my jacket back on, it's getting a bit chilly. Still contouring around this this mountain over bog. So it's supposed to be a path here, but it's pathless, boggy, crappy land. And yeah, your feet are absolutely drenched. And the clouds have come in. And I think it's a contour around here, and you can see that saddling down there. It goes around to the right and then back to the left again. Still 6 miles. It's a long way. 3 miles to the top, 5:30. Getting there for 8:30, 3 hours, 2 miles an hour. Possibly. But at least I'm actually feeling okay. So I take a wee rest here. Well, that takes the weight off the back. Yeah, that comes down. So tomorrow, Ben More, Assen, and that's really tricky up there. Your navigation skills must be on point, because if it's like this tomorrow, you definitely need a GPS, and unfortunately the GPS starts to go iffy, and it can be about 50 to 100 metres out in that weather, which is not good. But anyway, first things first. The guy at the Amsterdam Lodge says he's got like beer and wine in there, as well as Lachinver pies and snacks. There's hot showers, drying rooms, and there's a bed tonight in the dorm. And it's cereal and breakfast for tomorrow, so that's why I've been pushing on harder. But it is really nice. Peters did well today actually. I still can't see him ahead of me. Normally he starts to tire in the afternoon, and then especially when he goes up the hills he gets this demoralised. But he's got a goal. I set him a goal. I think he wants to beat me into this place. He will definitely beat me. I'm just taking my time and taking some pictures along the way, just to help you guys. But anyway, there you go. So, and it's a bit rainy, so this is more Cape Wrath adventures. Finally the Belach is in sight. Still no idea about Peter. I can't even see him. He's probably up on the top of it now. But yeah, that was a long haul. It's a long haul through this glen. So it's 10 to 6 in the evening. Probably going to get there 10 to 9 once I climb up this sucker. But I can actually, there's a path actually, I think it goes around contours instead of going down and up. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, this is actually a path now. I was actually hiking down through there, 60 metres below the path, for about 2 miles. I thought, well, you can actually see there's a path there. See it down there? So there's multiple paths to get here. So yeah, I could have probably kept on that one, I guess. Anyway, I'm higher up now. We'll see what happens. So I think the guy that wrote the Cicerone guide for the Cape Wrath Trail, I thought he had his head examined. He basically took us along this ridge here, across this here, up there, down there, along there, around here, and back up here again. And I'm still not on where he thought he should be. You're going to you're going to skirt around this here. This is a part where I can see why he didn't want to go through here. These are just full of peat hags, massive bogs, peat hags. That'd be a world of hurt. But just follow the bloody river, folks. Forget all this rubbish. Just follow the bloody river all the way up, straight up through the glen. Idiot. I wonder why he never did that. Anyway, that's what you should be doing. Just follow the river all the way to the source. Right. So yeah, I'm actually at the top of the Bealach, I think. It's just 4 miles to Kitchensdam still, 4 miles still. That was 2 miles. That was the silliest route I'd ever seen in my life, somebody plotting to come up here. Anyway, I'm going to get the head down, and probably just before I get to the lodge, I'll talk to you guys. It's crazy, man. So I'm still up here in the whiteout, going down. But actually I'm on the path, believe it or not. It was actually pretty scary up in that other section up there. There was a massive ravine, and the whiteout came in. I actually managed to get a cell signal here, so I phoned the lodge and told them I was 3 miles out, I'm going to be down there. I'll be down there about 9 o'clock. But this is still pathless, but the path picks up shortly here, so my GPS is still beeping away, so I'm not on track. Okay, look at this path. Shit! This is worse than the Wall Falls of Glomach. It's straight down there, man. Past the road, it's all fell away. Crazy. Finally, yeah baby, finally picked up the path on the other side of the river, going down from Whiteout City. So it's I actually phoned the lodge, as I said, which is cool. So it's 5 to 8. I'll probably get just after 9, but I'll be well off the hill by then. Thank Christ for that. It gets dark at 9 o'clock, so I've got the headlamp with me. But yeah. And my GPS is now beeping away merrily, saying beep 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 beep, you're on trail. And I see lots and lots of footprints. So tell you what, if you're not prepared for this stuff, like these conditions, I was white out up there. I had my phone with Ordnance Survey on it. If you just do the map and the compass, you're screwed. There is no way in a month in the Sundays you could do this section with a compass and a map. No chance in the whiteouts. Zero. You get completely lost up there, and there's some very, 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 very steep drop-offs. So let's get going then down this merry little path. Okay, that's a nice camping spot. Let's go. Wow, what a view! 1.4 miles out, you can see the lodge. Peter's arrived, got me some beers. I was up the top of that sucker earlier. Gee whiz, awesome sauce. 4 minutes past 9. Inchta Explorers Lodge. You guys here? Check this out. How cool is that? Lovely. What a lovely sight. That's pretty normal. Last mile and a half seems to go on forever. But looking forward to this shower. Good, I'm here.